It would help if I pushed a fucking button, wouldn't it? Anyway, hi there, kids. Welcome to the Child of Mecha live stream. I'm your host, Tim, the one and only Child of Mecha. It's Friday. It's the weekend. Thank God. I'm so tired. I was working on the store all day yesterday. All day. And I went to sleep at, I think I passed out at probably, I passed out in my office chair probably around 7 o'clock. Woke up at about 10:30, worked until probably about 2, went to bed, woke up at like 6, been working ever since. So, we just released and launched the store. It is out there. It is live. And the emails are out there, so you should have gotten your code. Let me know if you didn't. But yeah, if you signed up for notifications, you got a 20% discount code. Yeah, substantial discounts. Good stuff there. So yeah, it's looking good. I'm happy with it. We'll see. We'll see what it does. And, if you like what you see, if you can, go out of your way to support, man, it would mean a lot. It would be awesome, actually. And help move things along, that's for damn sure. So, that is for damn sure. Anywho, let's say hi to everybody in the chat. Chris Reniger, man, he says, just got home in time. My work van broke down, then the flatbed broke down, and a wrecker had to carry both vehicles down the mountain. All right. And then Blaze, he says, that sounds suspiciously like a mission failed successfully, bro. For real, right? Oh my God, dude. Let's see. Chris says, question of the day, Dom Tropin, honestly. I'm not sure if... Did you read the right question of the day there, Chris? I'm not 100% sure if you got the question right or not. That may be the only incorrect answer. Chris says, oh, I have a video of it coming around the corner. Was not expecting it. Oh, man. Handren's with us. Hail to the plot plate, King. Yep. All right. Let's get this out of the way now. Stop that, you motherfucker! Anyway, if you didn't see Wednesday's stream, we started that on Wednesday. So, there you go. But he says, good evening, gents. What's up, Handren? Let's see. Blaze says, this is question of the day answer. Midnight Fenrir is my favorite design because of the Zeonic front on PS2. So many fond memories, and I like seeing that on a shirt. Oh, dude, yeah. The Fenrir, it was one of the OG designs. One of the OG designs I had back in the first store before the hiatus and everything. And I had to bring it back. So yeah, it's on a shirt, it's on a hoodie, and on a sticker. So it's good stuff there. So really, really good. Andrew, Mr. RF Aurora is with us. What's going on, bud? He says evening all. Julius, Mr. J. He answered the question of the day. He says, well, since the RGM-79 Power GM is the best mobile suit ever, and my personal favorite, I like the Power GM design. I just wish it had a flex fit baseball cap option. Julius, email me, and we'll make it happen. Because I can do that for you. I can do that. Yeah. Andrew says it's a toss-up between Lido Wolf and all the Titans test team. dude, right? Those are strong designs. Here, let's take a look here real quick. Hang on, let's do a real quick field trip. Let's see. Let me bring it up here. Bloop. Here we go. All right, let's go on a field trip. Here, let's go. All right, so here is the new store. Yay. So you got your categories up at the top here. You've got the original designs, the OG, you know, your Mecha Army, Airdrop, Reapers, Ozzy, all of that good stuff. And then you got your featured collections. There's going to be some more I'm going to add here, so that's not just kind of empty space there. And then obviously latest products and everything. These are all the stickers that I added last and all. My mouse is freaking killing me. But let's take a look at the Titans test team especially here. Man, because these logos, or insignia I should say, are awesome. Especially this one. This one right here, the Heisenflay 2. Oh, look at that. I got to get me one of these. And like I said, this comes in... obviously, it comes in black, which is just awesome. But it also comes in navy, and also this one is in dark heather gray. Real nice selection there. I tried to vary the colors up and everything, right? So like the Hazel Owsla, you know, that comes in red, comes in sport gray, comes in an ash, like it's a lighter heather, and then of course your OG white, which is really nice. And I tried to match it with the color of the mobile suit itself as much as possible, right? Like the Kahar, you know, that was mostly yellow, so, you know, I went with a gold color shirt, but then there's also your kind of athletic gray, which also looks really nice with this one, right? And then getting down here, yeah, I love the gigantic arms, look at that. Oh, in purple, and then the dandelion, yeah, in red. Super nice. The Queenly, look at this. In purple, looks great in black. But then right here you go. So here's the Hazel Herrera. This is the concept version. This is the version that Karo Matsunaba, one of the main characters in Advance of Zeta, came up with for the Herrera. But then that got scrapped, and then this was the final insignia for the Hazel Herrera. And I think that this is just a fucking dope-ass design. This took me 9 hours to redraw right here, kiddos. This is a very, very complex insignia to try and redraw by hand. You know, and you got it on black, which the Hazel Herrera was black, you know, in the story and everything. And then you got it in straight, you know, flat gray, and then the teal. Look at how that sets it off. So nice. Oh, it's great. And then of course, you know, you got all your Titans test team insignia in sticker form and everything there, all looking really, really nice and good there. And then the hats. Oh, I love these. I got to get a few of these new ones here, especially like the Fetty. Look at in black. Look at that. That is great, right? Look at this in black. And then on the side, look. Come on. You got the EFSF little logo on the side there. Hell yeah. Look at this. Look at this pimp. Look at him. He's rocking it out. Awesome stuff. Mecha Army in camo, and look at this, kind of like a desert-ish camo as well. Really nice there. We got all of the Xeon insignia and everything. The OG insignia here. You can get it on red. You can get it on black, and look at this, black and yellow. That's pretty nice right there. So yeah, and then you got your stickers. You got poster prints. You can get prints of Airdrop and the Hummingbird. Look at that. That's pretty nice. So yeah, it's good stuff, man. Go get you some goodies. You got the hoodies. Look at this. Look at all the hoodies. And these are super comfortable hoodies, by the way. I had like 3 blank ones of these from back in the day, like from several years ago that I bought at Hobby Lobby of all places. And they are my everyday hoodies that I wear consistently during, spring, fall, winter, all that. And they are insanely comfortable. Look, there you go. There you go, Julius. Look at this. I know you don't need a hoodie in California, but hell, look at this. Like, it's got the little arm info on there and everything. Like, you can get it in nice athletic gray. Sexy. You got your Ace Pilots. You got your Ramba Rawl. There's Midnight Finra for Blaze. Hell yeah. Oh, and right here, this is a good one. So this is the sleeves option, right? Come on. Right there. Hell yeah. And then in black, oh, look at that. That looks mean. And also in gray. Very, very nice stuff. Very nice stuff. Anyway, we're not going to take up the entire night looking at the store as much as I would love to, but, All right, let's get back to it. But yeah, it's good stuff. It's good stuff. Go get you some stuff. Anyway, Julia says, I did order a t-shirt and some stickers. Aw, thank you, Julius. Appreciate you. Andrew says, no orders yet, no funds for a while. It's all good. Mecha Army shirt. Oh, word. See, I thought you would have ordered a Power GM shirt, honestly. I thought that's what would have been on the menu. Let's see. Chris says, yes, it would, Tim. Oh, yeah, from starting, yeah. Mr. Charles Dodge, he's over there. Mr. Greek Knocko's on the Twitch. He says, evening. Charles, how the hell are you, buddy? Let's see. Blaze says, good news. I ordered a set of SAB chisels today. 0.1 to 1.0. 13 sizes total. Holy crap, dude. That's insane. Nice. Nice. Julie says, oh, damn, I thought it was Thursday. Losing track of which day it is a negative side effect of being retired. Oh, my God. Dude. Yeah. Trust me, yeah. Gio, he's with us. He says, hello, everyone. I posted something on the community. It's about pla plate. No, it's about paint. And I responded, Gio. So Gio has a jar of Mr. Color. It's the what is it? The Gundam Color. Hang on one second. Yes, sir. And he got a bottle of the Mr. Color Replenisher, right? And so basically, what he was asking was the bottle or the jar of paint that he had, still a little viscous from what it looked like, right? It looked almost like kind of like toothpaste, right? So he asked if, Replenisher would be the way to go with that. I responded, since it's still viscous like that, Gio, I would start out with thinner, personally. The Replenisher is for more things that are like just completely dried out, like pucks of paint at the bottom of the jar with no moisture, right? Something like what you have, I would absolutely start with thinner and then go from there. So you should be totally fine with some Mr. Like some Mr. Leveling thinner, something like that. So yeah. Handwritten, ha, right? There's our boy Pla Plate. Again, from Wednesday. If you missed it, you missed it. Did someone say Pla Plate? Hey-o. Chris says, question of the day. Oh, yeah, wrong answer. I was on the phone with boss and glanced and saw favorite design. He says, airdrop. I got the original and we'll get another. Oh, nice. Blaze says, Zionic Front has given me inspiration for my own 3-suit Federation squad of GM ground types and a GM Sniper 2. Hell yeah, let's fucking go. I like it. Chris says, and I see in the hat section, I am still the only one with a Titans test team beanie. I mean, right now with it being summer, I don't think beanies are in high demand. Let's be honest. Maybe come the winter, maybe beanies will be an addition, that we add. Who knows? Andrew says, Tim, if I had the money, I'd have a whole new shirt wardrobe right now. Right? Dude, seriously, right? Plot plate answer the question of the day. The one and only best design, the bear guy. That is one of my favorites. It's just, yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Let's see. Andrew says, someone play a funeral dirge for my wallet, please, right? Dude, there's so many designs that I want to get as well. You know what I mean? Especially like the Heisenflay 2. Oh, when I saw that and when I redrew it, dude, yeah, it's such a tough design. I love that. And then I also want to get one of those camo Mecha Army hats too. Those are looking awesome. And I do want to get like a Fetty shirt, because I'm more, I don't pick sides, but I lean more Fetty, I think, if I'm being honest. Just because I like the Gundams more than a lot of the Xeon designs. But it's neither here nor there. It's not like an Apple or Mac or like Google or iPhone. I'm not like picking sides or shit like that. But the Federation shirt in probably black or navy, yeah, that's looking right. That's looking right. And then maybe a hat too, like the Reaper's hat. Ooh, yeah. I need me one of those. Blaze says we will play taps for all of ours, dude. Right? Andrew says, I wish you had the other Blue Destiny hat that just says Blue Destiny on it. See, I didn't think anybody would want that, if I'm being honest. I didn't think anybody would want that. I thought everybody would be like, oh, the exam system, that makes sense. Yeah. You need zip-up hoodies. Fair. Mr. Gumpy, Uruguay, Javier. What's going on, dude? Long time no see. Blaze says I ordered them as an upgrade from my Display ones. Figured if I could get some that were resharpenable instead of straight disposable, it would serve me better. Oh, hell yeah, dude. And you need one of these. One of these. These are one of the sharpening jigs for hobby chisels. This is by a company called Harp. You can get these on Temu, honestly, or probably AliExpress or whatever for like 10, 15 bucks. This, when I bought it, was like 40. So yeah, but I would say hit up Temu, because you can find these on there for like I said, 10, 15 bucks. Same exact thing, same design, the whole 9 yards. So one of these, and then get you on Amazon and get you a slew of these diamond plates. I have 400, 1,500, and 3,000. Those seem to be really good for pretty much all of my needs. I've brought back a completely chipped out chisel from being just completely unusable to being razor sharp, just like new. So yeah. Get all those things and you will be good to go. I actually need to sharpen my chisels. I'm going to do that. I have to do that someday here soon. Gio says, that's why I was surprised when you said you have had paints for years. These are about 2 years since I bought them. He says, I'm not painted the real grade Toggeese white. That kid is talking to me and it wants a more military color. No, I got you, Gio. Yeah, like I said, dude, start with the thinner because, like I said, you still have viscosity in there, so it's not completely dried out. So the replenisher, like I said, is for just completely, just no moisture at all, types of situations. So, yeah, use some thinner and you'll be good to go. Mecha PR, he's over there on Twitch. What's going on, bud? Good to see you. Good to see you. Blaze says, yes, sir. Been looking at those as well. Oh, the jigs, yeah. There's Mr. Todd, Mr. Mad Havoc. What's going on, Todd? Good to see you, bud. And then Kelvin's with us. Mr. Kelvin, he's working on a cool project. He's working on one of those big guns from Gundam Thunderbolt. And he's taken a 144 and he's basically upscaling it to a 1/100 scale. He posted in the community earlier today, and it looks awesome. I fucking love it. Love it. But he says, hey there. Darn, not first today. Well, sugar, honey, iced tea. Right? Blaze says, I heard you talking about the one you brought back from the dead, and that sealed the deal for me. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Like I said, where was it? Was it? No, it wasn't even that one. It was probably this one right here. Yeah. So it was this. Yeah, it was this. So, funny enough. Here, let's go camera 2 and I'll show you. So it was this 0.5 here, and I can tell because I put a black mark here, right, to indicate that this is a no-go, right? But after sharpening it, and I don't know if you'll be able to see it on camera or not, but my goodness gracious, that thing is just back in business. It's, look at that right there. Okay, yeah, you can see it's straight, it's sharp, it is perfect. I mean, it's basically brand new. It's legit. There was another one. Yeah, this one here. This was another one that I fucked up royally. My first 1mm. And again, I, marked it. Basically scarlet letter, right? But again, look at that. Let's see. There we go. Look, you can just see. It's just super, super sharp and straight. Yeah. It's pretty good when you can resharpen these things by yourself. And you don't have to worry about, kind of their shelf life. So, yeah. Definitely get the sharpening tools and supplies and everything for chisels. Hell yeah. Todd says, exhausted tonight. How's everyone? Man, I'm exhausted too, but probably in a different way than you. But, Todd's going through, Todd, you're still going through the back issue, right? I know that's been challenging. Yeah. He says, Kelvin, I'm gonna need videos of that project. Dude, right? We're gonna need at least more photos, Kelvin. At least more photos, buddy. Come on now. Don't hold out on us. Killing me. Anyway. All right, so we're caught up in the chat. So yeah, go hit up the store. Go buy what you can. Within reason, of course. When you do place an order, there's going to be a little bit of a little surprise coming back at you, because the fourth wall platform is pretty cool. I'll tell you in a second. Hang on. I'm just parched beyond belief tonight. But so basically, for people that place orders, right? You can do like response videos, right? Like thank you videos and everything, which is super cool, and I fucking love them. So I'm definitely gonna do that for everybody that places an order and everything. So yeah, it'll be really, really good. So let me see, what do we got here? Let's see. We got two. Let's see. Orders. Oh my God. Jesus. Renee was Julius had the first order. Look at that. Okay. Julius had the first one. Nice. Julius, good selection there, bud. Good selection. So the 8x10 sticker sheets, they actually come with multiple stickers on them if you order the 8x10s. It's a good deal. And then he picked up a Torrington base. Word. All right, there we go. Very nice. Very, very nice. Good stuff. Anywho, all right, so with that being said, you guys, let's get to work and get some things done here on these side skirts, yeah? Wednesday, we were just talking. Like, it was all talking and me just beating the crap out of the camera because people kept saying plot plate and shit like that. So it was fun, but we didn't get anything done. So yeah. Anywho, let's real quick, let's get caught back up here just real quick. Todd says, yeah, I've been dealing with the other health issues as well. Oh man, was either going to start the Cassie or Savior tonight. He says, but I'm too tired to start. Oh man. He says, Tim, I picked up a metal ruler this morning. Nice. Andrew says, hope Julius has the land set. Oh, for the Torrington base, right? Hell yeah. There's Renee. She's mad at Julius. She says, I wanted to be his first customer. Wah, wah. You took too long, babe. You took too long. Let's see. Mr. Soravan, he answered the question of the day. Let's see. Question of the day. Airdrop poster 04. It goes so hard. Also, update the links on your Twitch page. Fuck, I gotta do that, right? Good call, Soro. Good call, Soravan. I need to do that. I need to do a lot of upkeep on the Twitch page. Yeah. I've been remiss in that. That'll be a weekend project. That'll be a weekend project, that's for sure. Yeah. Let's see. Kelvin says, this is a slow secondary project, but I will always keep the Gundam soldiers, Mecha Army updated. Yeah, don't say that in front of Bill, dude. He'll get you. Julia says, sorry, Renee, I can cancel my order. Aw, nah, it's not a big deal. Henry says, hey, Renee, whenever you see Tim in person, tell him how his plot plating game is going. Jesus, right? Thanks, Andrew. My God. Anywho, all right, let's get to work, kids. Let's get to work. All right, so let's go super zoom. Here we go. All right, so, oh, Andrew says, Tim missed my comment. Did I? Let me see. Oh shit, I did. I'm sorry. No, I saw this. He says, I hope Julius has the land set aside for a Torrington-based delivery. There we, yeah, the colony drop, right? The drop. Anyway, Jesus. Oh, under Renee's. What? I don't see anything. Hang on, let me, did it filter out? Oh no, It didn't come through. Okay, so okay, Andrew, so sorry about that. So I had to switch it from top chat to live chat. For some reason, that comment didn't come through the universal chat. But Andrew said, Tim giving us the middle finger again. Oh God, right? It does look like a middle finger. Jesus Christ. That's for real. Oh my gosh. But yeah, it didn't even come through. I'm sorry about that, dude. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, Chris says, why is your model giving me the finger? Blaze says he missed it because he didn't have enough room to mention the base. That middle finger detail, right? Oh my God. There's that middle finger sticking up again. Jesus. Andrew says, no worries. Yeah, dude, sorry about that. Oh, shit. Anyway, yeah, so there you go. Anyway. Now, Julio, Mr. Clip and Nubs says, this looks like a, you know, something else. And, yeah, he left that comment on Instagram earlier today. So, yeah, he's just like, that looks like a flaccid penis. I'm like, all right, Julio, cool, bud. Why are you thinking that way? I don't know. Oh, man. Anyway, let's get to it. Once this is painted, it won't give you guys the finger anymore or look like a flaccid penis or anything like that. So, no worries, no worries. Anyway, all right. So, with that being said, let's get to it. So, we've got some nice kind of the chunky bits, like I like to call them, up here at the top. Looking really, really good. We used some half round there, you know, to connect. Now, obviously, the placement is not great on this, but especially on camera with it zoomed in really, really big. But to the naked eye, yeah, it's not bad at all. So I'm not going to worry about it too much at this point. But yeah, the placement of this is off a little bit. So this gap here is shorter than this gap over here. So yeah, not going to worry about it. Anyway, all right. So, but I like the look of this so far. This is looking really good. I'm very, very happy with this. We needed to keep going. We need to do a little bit more on this guy because, I mean, everything is just basically blocked out. This is all just hard, you know, right angles and everything like that. This is definitely not, you know, the final look of how I want this to be and everything. Also, too, we need to kind of just jazz the side up a little bit. We've got the, you know, the scribe line down at the bottom and everything. Cool. Just couple subtle things, little bits or something like that. Nothing crazy, maybe a notch or something like that. You know, maybe small little bits of plastic or something, you know. But we'll figure that out when we get there. So first things first though, because this was all, I put all this on with Plastic Magic. So last time I worked on this, this was not cured or anything like that. So first things first is obviously we got to do a little cleanup here. So just real quick, we'll just do this. Yeah, see how you get that nice little shard right there. Now, what we're gonna need to do is get in there with a chisel. Let's use the 0.6 to get that cleaned out there. There we go. Very good. Very good. All right. So we'll definitely need that here as well. Do the
same thing here on this side. Yeah. See all that squeeze out coming out of there? That's exactly what we want to see. All this little bits around here. If you don't clean that out, it's definitely going to show in the finished piece. This is where that attention to detail and that surface preparation come in just absolutely crucial. Just flattening everything out and making it look like it was all made, together, Very good, very good. All right, so now we got to get kind of in the little areas here. And this is a little bit more intricate work. Not the most glamorous thing, obviously, but very, very important in my opinion. Yeah, see a little bit of glue coming out there? That's gonna make a big difference. You gotta be obsessed with this type of thing. Because this is the difference between, this is the difference between an average builder and a great builder, in my opinion, is that attention to detail, that obsession with the basics of it all, with the cleanliness and details of it, you know what I mean? So that is very, very important, I think. So, all right. So we're good and cleaned up there. So we're rocking and rolling there. Just need to clean up this panel line right here. Get some nasty out of there. There we are. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right. Excellent, excellent, excellent. All right, so we're looking good. Now, let's get after this and get this shaped up here. So, first things first, we want to add some bevels in to these big blocks and everything and kind of make them look a little bit more, not necessarily organic, but more natural to, the look and everything here. So now I always usually start with the hobby knife, or you can use a ceramic scraper or something like that, and this is kind of how I started in terms of putting these bevels into these blocks. Now, one thing that I've kind of gotten really, really into is using a chisel, right? And let me show you kind of what I mean. So what I'll do is I'll use the chisel and I'll just kind of go down, just push right through the corner, and that makes a super sharp bevel, which is really nice. Boom. Yeah. Really good effect. And you can go as small on the bevel as you want, or you can go beefy. For my purposes, I'm just gonna keep it pretty demure. But still looking really good, you know? Yeah, I like this method. I think this is going to be my go-to method for little bevels and stuff like that from now on. I feel like I have a lot more control doing it this way. Yeah, really good, really good. All right, so we've got the tops here pretty nicely shaped, at least on the outside. So now we're gonna move inside and gonna do the same thing. Yeah, really good. Really good. We'll get caught up in the chat here in a moment. Good deal. All right, happy with that. So there you can kind of see how that's starting to shape up, the bevels and all that and everything. That's looking really, really quite nice. We're gonna move on to these bottom two blocks here in a moment, but let's first get caught up in the chat, right? Because there's a bit of chat going on here. Let's see here. Blaze says, I'm an adult. I won't make the joke. I'm an adult. We're all adults, right? Andrew says the asymmetry is driving me crazy on Super Zoom. Dude, I know, right? For someone who speaks about attention to detail and everything, yeah, it's driving me fucking crazy. But I'm not gonna strip it off and redo it. It's just not gonna happen. Julia says, I listed the model kits I wanted to sell on eBay a week ago and have sold 8. Nice. I have 6 more to sell before I put up another lot of kits. Unfortunately, had to give eBay their percentage. Yeah. I mean, you get, obviously that built-in, you get that built-in audience with eBay. So that marketplace, it is what it is, right? Andrew says, got a link to the kits on eBay. Use the item number to search. Yeah, good. Yeah, because, see, that's the thing, Andrew, you can't easily post links, unfortunately, in the the chat or anything like that. That's the downside. So Handren says it's always a good day to use the chisel to gow down. I don't know. Anyway, hey, Enrico's with us. Buenos noches. Todd says, hey, Enrico. Andrew says, wait, I thought we weren't supposed to push with chisels. Generally that's, yeah. Generally that is the rule. There's always exceptions. Now, obviously, what I'm doing is light work for the chisel, right? This is pretty soft plastic. This this white evergreen plastic and everything. So yeah, I mean look, the little shards and everything here that we got off. But this is pretty soft plastic, and obviously, yes, you need to be really careful about how you push into the plastic, because you can ruin a chisel. If you're not careful. Now, obviously, with this soft plastic, that's going to be really, really hard. But for me, back in the day, being a dumbass, I used chisels on PVC pipe for the Hummingbird, which was not a good idea, but it is what it is. Rules, guidelines are meant to be bent in certain situations. Yeah, certain situations. Let's see. Rico says, hey, what's up? He says, snap fitting the V2 Assault Buster tonight. Nice, that's a good looking suit. It's a good looking suit. Enrico says, chillin', just had pizza with my brother, and now I'm back on the workbench. That's a good night right there. I wish I had some pizza. Now I got a hankering for pizza. It's too late to get any, but still, god damn. I want pizza. I haven't had pizza in a while. Damn it, Enrico, I want pizza now. Fucker. Anyway. He says, oh shoot, Tim's store's open. Yes! Yes! Andrew says, I should be finishing the MGEX Unicorn, but I'm not looking forward to making all the Gatling guns. Yeah. Burke is with us. Yeah, plot plate, the Shiki, Tim. Bad Burke. That's all you get. Mikey Dawson, he says, what up? Just got home. Mike, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you, bud.
Mike has the weekend off. He posted that in the community. He's going to be working his ass off this weekend on, look, I guess that PG new, right? Let's see. Todd says, I think I'll start working on the Savior Gundam tomorrow morning with a nice hot cup of Tim Hortons coffee. What do they call it up there? Do they call it? I think they call it like Timmy's, right? Something like that. Yeah, because like, where was I? I was, shit, I was somewhere. I forget. And I said my name and somebody was just like, oh, like the coffee place? I'm like, no. No, it's different. Harkins, not Hortons. You fucker. Todd says, agreed, Kelvin. What did Kelvin say? Did I miss another comment? Oh, dude, come on. Yeah, I did, and it didn't come through on the universal chat. All right, hang on, let me see. And I can't show it. What the hell? Let's see. But Kelvin says that chisel work is a testament for good modeling tools in general. True. Yeah. No, that's true. Hinder says go down. I gotcha. Gio says if someone is selling kits, I need a master grade Sinanju Stein unicorn version. Oof, good kit. Good kit. Very, very good kit. The Stein is just a mwah, chef's kiss, right? Enrico says, hey. Burke says, remember chisel discipline. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Chisel discipline. Which is a sticker available in the store. Hey-o. Todd says, did you see my comment about the Shiki? No. What the fuck is going on with YouTube? Todd, did you leave it on YouTube or someplace else? Or was it on here? I don't know. See, now I'm like all fucking worried and shit. What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? Link us. Dude, it's in the final... Oh my God. One of my friends from my old work commented on my post on Instagram for the store being open, and the last slide is literally the link, right? And he comments, link us. Oh, buddy. Buddy. Ay, ay, ay. Anyway. Yeah, so Todd, I don't know what... He said the, okay, so here, let's see. Man, come on. Oh, that's probably why. It probably got filtered out there, Todd, because it's not... I see it on the YouTube chat, but I'm not seeing it come through on the Universal. So it probably got filtered out. Yeah, but he said, I said the Shiki is going to start suffering from penis envy. Yeah, that probably got you filtered out. So, yeah, that probably got you filtered out. So, just one of those things, right? Blaze says, yeah, make sure you smack your chisel for saying plop. Yeah, right? Thank you, Blaze. Fuck's sakes. Let's see. Michael Dawson says, that's next weekend. Oh, man. Gotcha. Sorry. Sorry, Mikey. Enrico says, oops, pizza fever is contagious. Dude, right? Yeah. Oh, it's just Tim's. Okay. I thought you guys called it Timmy's or something like that. Enrico says, Javier, ooh, what's up? I know, right? South American boys in the house. What's going on? Now, see, if we only had Barack in here, see, we would have full South American representation, right? Where's Barack been anyways? I haven't seen him online or anything. Hope he's good. Burke says, where's our plot plate friend? And yes, please. Oh, he was on here earlier. He was on here earlier. Andrew says, you only think you have the weekend off, Michael. There's probably a honeydew list waiting for you, right? I don't have that yet. I hope soon, honestly, if I'm being real. I want a honeydew list. She gonna be my sugar mama. Gumpy Uruguay says to Javier, or says to Enrico, about to crash out for the day. Long week. Wanted to paint for a bit, but I'm dead tired, dude. I know that feeling. I know that feeling. Burke says, oh, I might have you covered, although I have a Sinanju Stein Master Grade Verka version. Would that work? I mean, they're basically the same thing, aren't they? I think. I don't know. Rico says, oh no, I can imagine. Yeah, right? He says, that was me yesterday. My youngest group of students had a little party, and it was physically draining. Jeez. Kelvin says, what are you selling on eBay? Grunt type stuff, etc.? Todd says, and while I'm working on The Savior, I'll be watching the Snyder cut of Justice League. That was a very superior cut to the normal cut. It was much longer, but yeah, the added context and added footage made a difference. Made a big difference. Andrew says, damn, quit mentioning pizza. I'm going to have to make some if this keeps up, right? Oh, man. Todd says, love that movie. It's like 4 hours long. Yeah, it's super long. Like, longer than the extended cut of Lord of the Rings. It's wild. But worth it. Worth it. The other, if I may make a suggestion for you guys, the other extended cut or director's cut in this version would be Ridley Scott's Kingdom of Heaven. If you've not seen it, it is a masterpiece. I love that movie. The original cut was kind of shit. A lot of studio interference and stuff like that on the normal cut. But then they released the director's cut, which added I think 45 minutes of additional footage and context. Oh, what a great movie. If they had only released that cut, it would have gone down as like one of the great movies, honestly. It's that good. And yeah, man, it's Kingdom of Heaven. Has what's his name from Lord of the Rings, who played Legolas. I can't remember the guy's name, but he's in it. Liam Neeson's in it. Really, really, really good movie. I highly suggest it. It's about like the Crusades and stuff like that. Really awesome stuff. Really awesome stuff. Orlando Bloom. Thank you, Blaze. Appreciate that. Let's see. Mike says, nah, I'm single. It's great. I'm never wrong. Oh, nice. Gio says, I just need the side skirts, but I'll take the master grade out of your hand. There you go. Burke says they're close. I know I'm doing a 10% off store-wide for the whole month, so I think the Master Grade Sinanju Stein Verka, like $54 or something. Wow, that's a really good price. That kit is usually like $70, $80, so Burke's selling it for $54? Shit, go get you one. My goodness. Todd says, I wish they made a sequel, right? To Justice League, but still. Blaze says Kingdom of Heaven is so good. Between it and A Knight's Tale, oh, talk about a classic. I could watch that. I could watch that just on repeat. It's so good. He says I ruined DVDs watching them growing up. Yeah, right? Oh man, A Knight's Tale was a fucking great movie. I love that movie. Love that movie. Let's see. Todd says tonight Evil Dead Burn started, and apparently it's very graphic. See, I've been trying to kind of stay away from even like trailers for it. You know what I mean? Because like I watched what was it, the other Evil Dead movie where they were in the apartment building and everything. That was crazy. That was good. But I've been hearing good things about this one. There's Blaze Orlando Bloom, right? Let's see. Burke says, just checked. Yeah, it's $54. Holy crap. For a master grade Sinanju Stein Verka. That's crazy. That's crazy. Such a good price right there. My God. Like I said, that's like a $70, $80 model. Damn. Todd says, Orlando Bloom? Yup. Burke says, also a great movie. Yeah. Gio says, the hottest elf ever, Orlando Bloom. Gio. What the hell? Oh, Gary stopping by to say plot plate. All right, Gary. There you go. Jesus. Todd says, I still got to watch the new Lord of the Rings series on Prime. It's pretty good. It doesn't set the world on fire, but it's pretty good. I enjoy it. Renee and I watch it together, and I enjoy it. I enjoy it. Let's see. Burke says, yes. RF, Mr. Andrews says, I'm waiting for the new He-Man movie to hit streaming. Right? I want to see that too. I mean, it tanked, but I don't think that it tanked for the reason that it's a bad movie. You know what I mean? I think it tanked because nobody's got fucking money to go to the movies. You know what I mean? But from what I've heard, all the reviews and everything, everybody loved it. Loved it. And they said the tone of it was just pitch perfect in comparison to bringing the cartoon to real life. There were serious moments, but then there were your campy moments and stuff too. Especially from what I've heard, the end. I won't spoil it for anybody, but the end has one of those scenes where they do like the PSA at the end of it, like G.I. Joe had, like, knowing's half the battle, or and at the end of He-Man, there was like, on today's episode we learned about blah blah blah, that. So evidently there's that with a cameo of a character, which I won't say their name, spoilers, but yeah, dude, from what I've heard, it's great, and I can't wait for it to come out too. I also can't wait until Backrooms comes out. That, from what I've heard, is insane. Now, it's posted all over Twitter, the full fucking movie and everything, but I'm not watching the movie on Twitter. That's stupid. Yeah. Anyway. Burke says to Andrew, I'm happy they did the memes for it, so yeah, right? Todd says, He-Man is good, right? He says they are already planning a sequel. That's what I heard. I think it deserves it, from everything that I've heard. Javier says the He-Man movie was great. See? I have not seen a single person say a bad thing about that movie. Burke says the guy that plays Adam is a good Adam, though he seems too small for He-Man. Yeah. They probably could have bulked him up a little bit, maybe put him in a, muscle suit or something like that. But yeah, I kind of agree with that, but, it's real life. It's not like we're going to get some, buffed out bodybuilders do the acting or anything like that. Although that would have been kind of cool to see him kind of transform between the two. Would have been interesting. They could have always done that scaling effect from like they did with Chris Evans in the first Captain America movie. Where he was like the little scrawny dude before he got the super soldier serum. And that was done perfectly. Just done perfectly. The effect was just spot on, in my opinion. They could have done that, but yeah, who knows. Mikey says, I did research on the hip joints of the Perfect Grade New, and there's no fix other than the joints inside the groin area swing open, so I wasted 2 days of sanding. Well, that sucks. Brian, Mr. Lelouch, says, I made it. Played Army. What's up? There. My God. It's losing the appeal. Blake says, give it time. There will be a fix. Either aftermarket joints or someone will have an aha moment, right? I wish I could get my hands on one of those and figure that out. But, yeah. Anyway. Brian says, the plot plate whip. Oh, no. Nice. Nice. Oh, man. All right. Hey, there's Nightfall. What's going on, buddy? He says hello. Good to see you. Good to see you. Excellent. All right. Let's get back to this real quick. Let's get back to this. All right. So we're going to jump back on here on the lower blocks, right? Now, what I want to do is I want to put a heavy bevel on the bottom of this, right? So what I'm going to do is just take my knife. Actually, I'm going to probably going to cut away from myself. That would be the smart thing, I think, right? Make sure it's straight. There we go. And that gets us, you know, pretty close. We're going to need to refine that, but that gets us pretty close. A little bit more on that one. Gets the heavy lifting out of the way anyways, right? All right, so what I'm gonna do in that case is we're gonna break out the little god hand chisels here. Now these are not what I would call your traditional chisel, like a BMC, MadWork, SAB, you know, those types of things. These are definitely more for finer work, for flattening areas and removing material and things like what we're doing right here. Now, like I said, I kind of got the heavy lifting out of the way. Now it's just basically shaping this thing up. And this should come in quite handy here. There we go. Yeah. Very, very nice. All right, now we just got to get it straight here. Yeah. Perfect. So there you can kind of see in the profile that we removed that front corner. And that's really, really good. We're going to do something there with that corner as well. So that's it's not going to just stay plain like that. Now we got to do the same thing to the other side here. Essentially what we need to do is just kind of try to even these up as best as possible here. So I'm just nibbling off a little layer at a time until they kind of match. Okay. I'm going to stop there. Now, I'm just going to finish these off with the file a little bit and just try to get these as even
as even as possible. Good. Good. Perfect. All right, so that looks really nice. So there, you can kind of see how both of those angles match up really, really nicely. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right, so let's get this guy out of the holder and back into his container here. Got that. All right, real quick, let's get caught up. Let's see. Let's see. Blood Raven. We've got. He says, so about the shop, is the info about international orders in the FAQ still relevant, or is an order produced locally like it says on the side of Fourth Wall? Depends on where you are, Blood Raven, because Fourth Wall goes through Printful for most of its products. For all the ones that I have up there, I think all of them go through Printful, and they have facilities all over the world. They have obviously several in North America. They have some in Australia. I know they have some, I think they have one in Eastern Europe, if I'm not mistaken, as well. So yeah, I mean, they ship all over the place. So yeah, you should be good. That's, never had a problem with Printful shipping internationally. So yeah, you should be good to go. If you have any issues or anything like that, email me, tim@childofmecha.com. We'll figure it out. But yeah, you should be good to go. But that's a great question. That's a great question. Let's see, Mikey says, you can always put one on a payment plan. That's what I did for my Perfect Grade New. Wow. Let's see. Geo says, I will wait to get the Perfect Grade New till I learn how to do electroplating. That way Tim won't comment on online. Right? Oh my God, Geo. That shit is still hilarious, dude. Learn to electroplate or pay someone $750 to electroplate. Right? Oh my God. Blaze has a question for us. Let's go. He says, you see so many builders wear gloves while they work to keep finger oils off the model parts. Do you wash yours? Excuse me, to prevent that before paint, or is it not noticeable? Yes, it is insanely noticeable. I always wash my parts before I go to primer. And there's a process that I go through as well. Where's my, oh, here it is. Let me get it. So, okay, so this right here, this is a godsend. And we'll go camera one, because you're not going to be able to see this on even just camera two. But this is my ultrasonic cleaner by Chicago. I just got this at Harbor Freight, right? So I put all my parts in this. Now, there's a specific process that I use with this, right? Let me find a container and I will explain what I mean. All right, hang on. It's up here. Let's see. All right, cool. So we'll get one of these containers here. This is good for anybody with an ultrasonic because this process works really, really well. and it gets all of the nasty contaminants off of your parts. So basically, say for instance, this is, you put all your parts in here, right? Put all your parts in here, then this goes into the ultrasonic cleaner, right? Like this. Now, what I do is with the parts in here, I'll put like 91% isopropyl alcohol in here, right? And I will put this into the ultrasonic cleaner. Now, the trick is to fill the outside basin with water up to the same level of that isopropyl alcohol in there. And then once that's done, then you can run this like normal. It'll go through this plastic container and all that. You'll be in good shape. It'll get your parts really, really nice and clean. That isopropyl alcohol will just get every bit of contamination off of those parts, and you will feel a noticeable difference on the surface of the model. It's crazy. It's crazy. And ever since I started doing this, I've never not done it on a model. So yes. Now, mind you, you don't want to go eating pizza, Enrico, and you don't want to go eating pizza and then start to build without washing your hands or something like that, right? That would be bad. Or eating Doritos or some shit like that and then, getting fucking Dorito dust all over the damn place. That's bad. So you do want to make sure your hands are clean as much as possible, when you do work, but before you go to primer, oh yeah, do the alcohol bath in the ultrasonic cleaner. The primer will latch on to the plastic like crazy. So yeah, that's exactly what I do. That's exactly my process. Nightfall says anything that's Solomon's Express. Fair. Burke says my army will destroy you. Okay. Lost me, I don't know. Swanky's with us. What's going on, Swank? He says, hello, everyone. Henry says, wash the shit out of them using an ultrasonic cleaner if possible. Better primer adhesion, 100%. Nightfall says, brother, I just came back. Why are you holding an air fryer? It does kind of look like an air fryer a little bit, right? That's funny as shit. Bill's with us. Howdy, y'all. What's going on, Bill? He says, oh, never mind. It's a cleaner. Nice. Let's see. Todd says, I heard some Palmolive dish soap. Some people use that. Yes. I mean, it's a degreaser, right? It's a degreaser. And it's not bad. It doesn't get the parts as clean as alcohol does. The 91% isopropyl alcohol will just leave that surface of plastic just pristine. It's pretty jarring when you experience it for the first time, I'll be honest with you. Let's see, Enrico says, oh damn, no wonder my V2 is all shiny now. It's all pizza grease. Oh shit. Let's see. Burke says Bloodraven is a D2 character. Oh, like Dungeons and Dragons, and that's what she says. Okay. Let's see. Todd says I never heard of alcohol bath, Tim. Oh yeah, dude. Alcohol is the way to go if you're cleaning parts. Alcohol is the way to go. 91% isopropyl alcohol. That is just, yeah, that's the magic trick, if I'm being honest, to get your parts just so pristinely clean, especially in the ultrasonic cleaner. Oh my God, it's wild. It's wild. Enrico says, should have told me about this washing hands thing sooner. Nice.
Burke says ISO is one of the most useful things to have on your bench for hundreds of reasons. Oh, hell yeah. I use it to clean my airbrush. I just shoot straight alcohol through it. Yeah, and you're on to the next color. Todd says, yeah, I have to try that. Dude, yeah. Gio says, I only use tap water and about a tablespoon of Dawn dishwashing soap. It's not terrible. It's not terrible. But like I said, the alcohol, what it does is it breaks down every bit of contamination that might be on the surface, and it almost etches the plastic a little bit, and it doesn't, but that's what it feels like. You know what I mean? It feels that way. It just feels different coming out of the alcohol bath. And when you shoot primer on that, it's not coming off. It's not coming off unless you put it back into alcohol, and then it'll strip the primer right off, no problem. But otherwise, that primer ain't coming off. It is going to be on there. Yeah. Kelvin says, hello, you dusty Gundam soldier to Bill. Nice. Let's see. Brian, he's got a question for us.
We have a question.
Brian says, question to Tim or anyone. Strength and rigidity, is it better to build custom joints or use aftermarket ones? I've used detail parts but never joints. I know both have pros and cons. That's a good question there, Brian. It really depends, you know. I have this. Let me grab it here. I have this plate of Kotobukiya parts, and these are all joint pieces, right? To make, you know, movable joints and everything. And this is, you know, ABS, so it's, you know, fairly strong plastic. Not, you know, susceptible to breakage like styrene is, but obviously it's susceptible to, you know, enamels and things like that, which, you know, you got to deal with. But still, these are very, very nice. I'm not going to lie. These are very, very nice. And again, from Kotobukiya. I think what it would really come down to, in my opinion, is the type of joint and movement that you're trying to achieve. You know, that's going to be the main thing. I've made plenty of my own joints before. It's not hard. I think we've all probably got, you know, a container full of poly caps. I know I do, somewhere here. But yeah, I've got a whole storage bin of just leftover poly caps and stuff like that, and those are super easy to work with. So it depends on what you're trying to accomplish. If there's a off-the-shelf solution, I mean, give it a shot. But if it's more custom, then obviously there's only one way to go, you know? So, Todd says, I'll have to buy a few bottles. Yeah, dude, it's super cheap and it's great. 91% isopropyl alcohol. Burke says you can thin Tamiya with it, airbrush with it, clean airbrush with it, white parts with it, clean paint with it, everything. Yeah, all of the above. All of the above. Gio says, so would you recommend half alcohol and half water? No, straight alcohol. You put those parts in straight up 91% isopropyl alcohol, they will come out pristine. Pristine. Andrew says, Tim Shiki bringing all the boys to the yard. Gio, no, water will deactivate isopropyl alcohol. It won't deactivate it. It'll obviously just water it down. So instead of like 91%, if you're adding half alcohol, that'll cut it down to what, 45.5% basically. So, I mean, it's going to lose a lot of effectiveness. Yeah, straight alcohol, Gio. Straight alcohol. Todd says, I'll have to buy one, but not right now. Oh, the ultrasonic cleaner. They're very useful to have, especially if you do a lot of custom work or sanding and all of that. Very, very useful. Very useful. Bill answered the question of the day. Midnight Fenrir. You're the second one to say that. That's the most popular one, it seems, on the stream tonight of the currently available designs. Nice. Todd said ultrasonic cleaner. Yeah. Bill says, warning on the alcohol. Do not use with resin bits unless you want it turning into rubber. Yes and also no. I've had that happen to me, Bill. I've learned the hard way, and that sucks. But that was due to overexposure. It takes a bit of time for the isopropyl alcohol to turn that resin into kind of a gooey, rubbery mess. And it does. It gets it like soft and pliable, and it's so weird. But like a quick bath in it, I've never experienced any, downsides to it. The Blue Destiny was a resin cast old B Club kit, and popped that into a alcohol bath. It was perfectly fine. Now the parts that went rubbery, when I resin cast the boosters for the Hummingbird back in the day, I left those in alcohol to strip, because I painted it incorrectly. I left them in alcohol to strip for like over a day. And when I came back, and they were just like, this, literally. It was bad. It was really bad. Yeah, just a quick bath, maybe 5-10 minutes. It's not going to penetrate enough to cause that at that point. But that is a very, very good warning. Very good warning. Todd says, thanks, Bill. I'll remember that. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Burke says you can also clean panel wash with it. You also don't have to worry about it hurting ABS or Gunpla plastic at all, or even airbrush seals. Yeah, I mean, that's true. I don't know about the panel line wash. With enamel, it doesn't work all that great. I still would suggest lighter fluid for that, but yeah. Burke says, Bill is right. You want to hurt resin. ISO Gunpla kit, nope. We speaky English, yes. Andrew says, Hobby Base has some good joints. Also, the AMS Builder option parts by Bandai has great joints for upgrades. Nice. Andrew, he says, I got a few bottles of non-concentrated Dawn dish soap because I read the concentrated stuff has an additive that can cause fisheye. Interesting. Didn't know that. Burke says Bill is right. It hurts resin, but not Gunpla plastics. Yeah, but like I said, exposure. Let's see. Bill says, Gio, at that point, just buy 50% alcohol. Would it work? Yes, but it would take much longer. The higher concentration of alcohol is just for speed. Yeah. Todd says, how long do you soak it in alcohol for? If you're not using the cleaner, what I would do is take each part and wear some nitrile gloves, and then use an old toothbrush and just kind of scrub away the part in the alcohol, and then take it out, let it dry. It'll dry super fast because alcohol evaporates very quickly. But yeah, that's what I would do. Basically, the ultrasonic cleaner essentially does that step for you. So it's kind of convenient that way. But yeah, if you don't have one, just take a toothbrush to it, and you'll be good to go. You'll be good to go. Let's see. Burke says ISO 91 plus or 99 can you can buy the gallons. Smaller ones, local hardware stores, Walgreens, Walmart's, kind of everywhere. Yeah, I mean, you can get it wherever. Brian says, clean hobby knife cuts on your finger with it. Looks at Tim. Nice. So 91 isopropyl alcohol. Yeah, yeah. And you can, like I said, like Burke said, Gio, you can get it at pretty much anywhere. You can get it at Target, your local grocery stores, Rite Aid, Walgreens, wherever. I mean, let's see. I actually bought a case of that shit off of Amazon back during right at the beginning of COVID, because it was selling out everywhere because people were disinfecting with it, right? So I was just like, oh shit, I need alcohol. So I went on Amazon and bought an entire case of it. And I still got a lot of it sitting over here on the shelf of the bench. So, but yeah, you can get it pretty much anywhere. Pretty much anywhere. Brian says, so I'm gonna head the custom route. I want them to look to my style and should be on the same strength and benefits. I gotcha. Yeah, just use some leftover polycaps. You'll be good to go. Yeah. Burke says 91 works, 99 works, 71 works. Just takes longer. Yeah. It's all about the concentration. Bill says, Todd, depends. I would only leave it 12 hours at most before checking on it. Normally just an hour or two with 99% isopropyl alcohol. Yep, Todd says, okay, thank you, Bill. I have 99%. Handred says, Brian, since you're working on the 1/100 Wing Zero, I would suggest using the Bandai Arms option set. Wish that was available when I worked on mine. Gio says, so no more Dawn dish soap. I mean, the dish soap is not bad. I feel it just leaves like a film almost, like a tactile feel to it, right? The isopropyl alcohol, like I said, will leave that plastic absolutely pristine. Absolutely pristine. Mr. Ultraman Dyna, Luis, what's going on, buddy? He says, what's going on, everyone? Good evening. Luis, thank you. Welcome. Good to see you, man. Todd says, well, guys, I'm off to bed. I can barely stay awake. I hope everyone has a good night. Todd, take care, buddy. Get some sleep, yeah? Let's see. Burke says, I buy 4 gallons at a time of 99. So, yeah, that'll work. As panel liner works, yeah, it's slow with ISO compared to Zippo lighter fluid. Yeah, sorry, English hard sometimes. Nice, Burke. I like it. Bill says, for stripping paints, I use industrial degreasers. Specifically, I use Zep Fast 505. Tim recommended. Very good choice. Or the cheaper option and slower, LA's Totally Awesome. Both are fine with resin as well. Yes, the Zep is good for resin. For stripping, if you're using like Mr. Color or something like that, I use isopropyl alcohol. It'll cut through it like that. Really, really nice. Brian says, I'll look it up. Andrew says, steal my sister's battery-powered toothbrush and use it for cleaning parts. Got it. Yeah, and then just give it back to her. Hey-oh. Here you go, sis. Let's see. Burke says, it's the Shiki he's working on. Exactly, right? Yeah. Dave B, question.
We have a question.
What would be a better degreaser for resin casted parts? Dawn, IPA, or Zep Fast 505? I would go probably Zep Fast 505. That shit will clean anything. I used that on my grill that I had not cleaned for like several years. And it got it super clean. I was shocked. I thought I would have to use like brake fluid on that damn thing, but the Zep cut through the grime and everything, and it's really, really good. But yeah, you can also use it to strip the Hyaku Shiki 2.0 as well, because that's what I used. So yeah, it's good stuff. Gio says, how long does the alcohol last in a sonic cleaner? Or how often do I change it? So Gio, like I said, you don't want to put it directly into the basin. You want, let me show you. You want to use what I call a double boiler method, right? Let's go back camera 1. So, like I showed before, you put your parts in here, you put your alcohol in here. So parts and alcohol go in here. This then goes into the ultrasonic cleaner. And then what you do is around the outside of the container, you put water to the same level. You pour that to the same level as the alcohol. And then you use your sonic cleaner like normal, right? And then once you're done with the alcohol, I just rebottle it. I put it back in the bottle and I reuse it. No sense in wasting it. It's still good. It'll still serve its purpose at that point. So, yeah, it'll evaporate, but you know, that's neither here nor there. But yeah, for cleaning, I just rebottle it. Brian says, would the iso alcohol eat away at heavily glued parts in the ultrasonic cleaner? Half my build is going to be scratch built. Need all the info I need. I've done surface detail before, but not at this level. No, and that's the beauty part about it. It doesn't touch. It doesn't touch super glue. It doesn't touch solvent glue like Plastic Magic or Tamiya. It just literally cleans the parts. It's great. So, yeah, you don't have to worry about glued parts or anything like that. Yeah, Burke says, nope, ISO doesn't hurt it. Yeah. Enrico says, great job on the store, Tim. Been scrolling through everything for a while now. Well, thank you, Enrico. Appreciate it, buddy. Bill says, Gio, you can strain the alcohol. Yeah, exactly. Run it through one of those single cup manual coffee brewers. Yeah. Like a filter or something, that type that uses the paper filters. Just never brew coffee with. Right? Let's see. Brian says, thank you because I mainly wear gloves and then do degreaser / alcohol wipe down or scrub before painting. Never a soak in the ultrasonic. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it gets it super nice. Super nice. Bill says, remember that the ultrasonic cleaner does generate heat as well. Not necessarily a lot, but it can have an effect on CA glued parts, but it would have to be in there a long time. Oh, yeah. You're talking hours upon hours. I've put in, you know, super glued parts in there, and it's never had an effect. But like I said, I only usually run them for about 10 minutes in there with the alcohol, and it's good to go. It'll get lukewarm, you know, nothing crazy. It's basically the temperature of a tepid bath. As best I can describe it in terms of the temperature and everything. But yeah, you'll be perfectly fine if you just run it for like 10 minutes or so. Hindrance says, I would say on this, stay on the safe side if you haven't done it before. Just use water and soap in the sonic cleaner. Still cleans good. Yeah, it gets the job done. Like I said, I prefer the alcohol because, like I said before, the dish soap, it just leaves like a film almost. Yeah. Gio says, I will try that tomorrow. I only run my Sonic for 5 minutes. Yeah. Like I said, I normally run it for about 10. So 2 cycles of 5, or, you know, if yours goes up to 10 minutes like mine does. I'll just run it for that long. Perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. I've run every single model that you guys have ever seen through it, and yeah, it works like wonder. Hummingbird, Airdrop, Ozzy, Blue Destiny, all of them. Yeah, works really well. Really, really well. Brian says, gotcha. This is my first real attempt at a full custom, trying everything to improve. So thank you everyone for all the knowledge you guys, you've guys tried. Better community than fabrication in real life. Yeah, for real, right? But you got all the years and years of experience, That's the good thing. That's the good thing. So, all right. Cool. Let's get a little bit more done on this side skirt here before we punch the clock for tonight, because it is getting late, and Timmy's getting tired, and also I'm fucking hungry too. I want pizza, damn it. Enrico. Oh shit. We need to go super zoom, don't we? There. Enrico, this is what you get for bringing up pizza, buddy. That's what you get. you get the you get the apex part middle finger right there. Oh shit. Bill says, well, Tim, I was late because I just woke up. Oh, dude. I've been there before, right? Been there before. Several times. Swanky says, eating pizza right now, Tim. Hopefully you get some soon. Oh, dude. It's midnight. All the pizza places around me are closed by now, which sucks. But I got pasta, so it's a close second. So I'll be good. Henry says, brother, it's too damn late for pizza. Get you some salad. Oh man, nah. Like I said, I made tortellini earlier. I made it for lunch, and then I got leftovers, so I'll just eat that. It was the sauce that I make, better than grandma's. Better than your Italian grandma's. It's so good. Enrico turn the buenas noches into malas noches. I don't know what that means. Come on. Bill says I want nachos now. Damn it. Damn it, all you assholes mentioning pizza. Oh, the middle finger, right? Nice. Oh, shit. Good stuff, guys. Good stuff. All right. Anyway, let's get back on it. All right. So, like I said, I want to do something more for these little blocks here. So what we're going to do, we're going to actually put in some notches here. Notches. Some buenos notches. So we're gonna use the 0.6 here. Just gonna carefully push in just a bit. Or do I want to use 1 millimeter here? I may want to use 1 millimeter. Sounds like something I want to try. All right, let's get it. Let's go 1 millimeter, because this is 2 millimeters thick, or wide, I should say. So, let's try the 1 millimeter.
You know what? I should be using the God hands for these. Let's see. Yeah, this will probably make a little bit of an easier go at this. Like I said, I gotta sharpen my chisels a little bit. That 1mm is not the sharpest right now. Yeah. Okay. There we go. There we go. Perfect. All right, cool. So now that is out of the way. Now we're going to spin this around. We're going to do the same thing on this side. And hopefully not fuck it up. Pretty good, looking pretty good. Okay. All right, that's good. We got the bulk of the material cleaned out of there and moved out of that notch. So that's looking good. So I'm gonna put this guy away because that thing is super freaking sharp and it's a little hard to control, believe it or not, because it's so damn sharp. So we're gonna switch back to good old BMC here. Yeah, that's the difference between night and day right there. Good, good, good. All right, excellent. Clean up the, nope, not that one. Clean up the line here. Yeah. All right. Good, good, good. I like that. Just do a little bit more cleanup here real quick. But that's looking super nice. Angles are looking good. Everything is really tight. Yeah, there we go. There we go. All right. Let's see there. Oh, we just had it. Yeah, see, look, there you can kind of see the shadow of that, right? Yeah, you can see it right there, that little notch we kind of cut out there. That, yeah, see right there, that's perfect. That looks really good. Really, really good. Nice thick 1mm notch right there. Centered really well on that 2mm piece. Hell yeah, that's what we're talking about. All right, so kiddos, let's get caught up one more time, and then we're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna punch the clock for tonight. And it's weekend. It's the weekend. All right. So with that being said, Brian says, I'm having butter chicken tonight. Oof, that sounds good. Not as good as pizza, but still, that sounds really good. Enrico says, malas noches equals bad night or evening. Interesting. Bill says beef fajito nachos with sour cream. Oh, yeah, I'm getting hungry. I'm hungry, but I'm getting more hungry. My God. Henry says we are going up in age. We need to watch what we eat at what time. I mean, I guess. I'm not gonna worry about it though. Luis says, buenos noches means good night. Malas noches means bad night. There we go. Oh, Mikey, come on now. Ramping in 3, 2, 1. Get out of here. Shit don't happen to me very much. Bill says, Andrew and I watch what I eat right up till it goes in my mouth. Enrico says, that's true, Bill. Swanky says, haha, good Bill. Yeah, right? Hendren says, LOL, it's all shit and giggles until we visit the doctor. Julius, he says, all right, off to bed, night all. Thanks, Tim. Julius, thank you, buddy. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Swanky says, true. Mikey's got a question.
We have a question.
His question is, I have these 40th anniversary Mr. Color paints I've not used for years now. How do I recover the clumpy pigment so I can use them again? Good question. So, excuse me. Mike, look in the community because Gio actually posted something about that earlier today. Because he just bought the Mr. Replenisher or whatever it's called. And so basically, if it still has any viscosity to it at all, meaning if there's like, still moisture in it, then I would say use thinner. If it is completely dry, if it is just a powdery little puck of pigment at the bottom of the jar, then the replenisher is definitely going to be the way to go. Now, mind you, I have taken a powdery puck of paint in the bottom of a jar and just put thinner in it and brought it back, and it was perfectly fine. So I mean, I think honestly either way you'll be good, but the replenisher obviously is probably gonna be the better way to go. Yeah, either way I would say maybe start with thinner, go from there. So should be good to go. But yeah, check Gio's post on it in the community. So yeah, he actually literally posted it earlier today. Yeah. Bill says, yeah, and then something happens to remind you how quickly it all ends, and you realize you have to try to enjoy every minute on this earth, not just for yourself, but for those you lost. Fuck. Right? True. Andrew says, exactly. We try to extend our time here, at least for our loved ones. True. Brian says, tell me about it, Andrew. I'm 2 years away from the dreaded glove exam. Oof. Andrew says, Brian, they have new ways now. Oh, good. 'Cause I need to do that. Bill says to Mike, add a little Mr. Thinner to the bottle and shake it vigorously for 10-15 minutes. Nail polish or hobby paint shaker works fine here. True, true, true. Brian says, are you for real? Because my doctor is like 60 to 70, dude. Looks like he only knows the ancient way. Yeah. I don't want to do that. Swanky says, yeah, my pops just did his test at home. Oh, fuck, no. No. Mike says, oh, cool, Bill, thanks. There you go. Brian, you just send in a sample of your number 2 nowadays. Oh, see? That's what I want to do. I don't want to get, violated by my doctor. See, Brian says, time to change jocks, I guess. I'm not getting defiled. This ain't Grey's Anatomy. Oh, shit, man. Bill says, I have a funeral to attend next week of my best friend's younger brother. He and I had the exact same birthday, and we celebrated it together numerous times. I will eat what I want to. Fair. Gio says, tomorrow, God willing, I will start painting the inner frame of the real grade tall geese. Metallic colors. I will paint all the veneers in electric blue. Get it, girl. Get it. Nice. Bill says, look up Cologuard. I will not. Andrew says, damn you all with the food talk. My blood sugar and weight don't need the temptation, dude. Oh, I'm so hungry. Enrico says, clarified the meaning of that because I said earlier that mentioning pizza turned the Buenos Nachos into Malas Nachos. Yeah, for real. Oh, man. Kelvin says, I'll post a picture of the Big Gun and Sniper 2 tonight. Nice! Or Sniper tonight. Perfect. Brian says, LOL, Bill has all the non-hobby info as well. The GOAT. For real, right? Enrico, next time you eat pizza, you'll 10,000% remember tonight. Oh, without a doubt. Bill says, or maybe I just used it in the past year. Hey-o. Edwin's with us. He's catching the tail end here. Edwin, how the hell are you, buddy? Good to see you, man. Andrew, this is a good question. Let's go.
We have a question.
He says, what's your opinion on hobby paint shakers? Andrew, are you talking about like those automatic shakers that shake the paint for you and everything? Or are you talking about like the little marbles that you can put into the paint ball or into the paint jar? I'm assuming you're talking about the automatic ones. I mean, it's a luxury. If you're talking about those, they're a luxury thing. I don't know. The automatic ones. Okay, yeah. I don't know. I mean, they're a luxury item, in my opinion. They're not a need to have. They're a
They're a nice to have, I guess, you know. I'm gonna be, fuck me. I mean, it's not gonna break or anything, but still, I'm gonna be over here in my 90s still doing this thing, you know, just shaking the shit out of it, you know what I mean? But I don't know. I've seen people take like the battery powered like jigsaws, like the cordless jigsaws, and attach a like custom built kind of apparatus that holds, you know, a jar of paint, and just pull the trigger and it goes, you know, and shakes the shit out of it. So I mean, yeah, they're a luxury. They're a nice to have, but they're a not need to have, in my opinion. I don't foresee myself ever buying one, if I'm being honest. So I don't know. Andrew says getting type 2 diabetes was a wake-up call on when I can eat anymore. I still play it loose on what I eat, but when it is a big thing, down 60 pounds. Damn. Holy shit, dude. Congrats. That's awesome, Andrew. 60 pounds. That's not a little bit of weight either. Holy shit. And mind you, you weren't like a big dude. Like, holy fuck, man, 60 pounds. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Congratulations, dude. Congratulations. Holy crap. Edwin says, just woke up. I'll rewatch the stream going to Burger Spot today. Double cheeseburger with meat slices for $2. Hey, nice. Why bother buying a paint shaker when you have a massager? You can use it to shake paint and massage yourself. Ooh. Ooh. We're getting close on there, Edwin. It's funny though. Brian says, time to eat. Good night, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your week, everyone. Enjoy life and have a little fun at times. Brian, take care, buddy. We're about to punch the clock, yeah? Henry says, great work, Andrew. Yeah, Enrico, crazy achievement. Congrats. Yeah, Edwin, congrats. He says, I was 250 back then. Were you? You did not look it at all. Holy crap. Yeah, Andrew says, thanks all. Hell yeah, well deserved. Blaze says, I'd say they are a luxury item until you already have tendinitis, like I do. Then they save you a lot of discomfort, in my opinion. That's a fair and valid point. That's a fair and valid point. Thankfully, I've not had to deal with that for an ongoing basis. Like, I used to get tennis elbow and stuff, but like I don't get it anymore because I don't lift anymore, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, no, that's a very valid point, Blaze. That's a very, very valid point. So yeah. Yeah, I guess it depends on your situation. Depends on your situation. So, anywho. All right, kiddos. That's where we wrap it up for tonight. We're going to punch the clock on that one. Remember, the new Child of Mecha store is open. shop.childofmecha.com is the URL. Go get you some fun stuff. There's a lot of cool shit in there. It would definitely help me out tremendously if you supported and bought some stuff. So go check it out. If you signed up for notifications, you should have already gotten the email with the 20% off discount code in it. If not, email me. I'll get you one. But aside from that, go and get you some of these. In addition to everything. Yeah, have a great rest of your evening. Have a wonderful weekend. We'll be back here Monday night and pick it back up from here. And yeah, just stay safe out there, you guys. Have a good weekend, all right? Stay tuned for the end credits. I'll see you on Monday.